everyone, so today I asked on my Instagram what video you'd like to see. I asked if you wanted to see an anti-haul or my makeup collection, so I have filmed both and I will put them up, but the anti-haul is going to go up first, mainly so I have a little bit more time to edit my makeup collection because this is quite an easy video to film and I kind of wanted to do one of these for a while, so I'm not sure on the actual channel that started this, but I will put a link to their video in the description. I've seen Soap Does Nails do it, I've seen Jackie Aina, which is like the biggest person that I've watched do it. But anyway, I've really liked the idea of this and it kind of makes you think about the products you're actually buying a little bit more and think about the quality over the actual hype of the product. Without me rambling on too much, let's just get started on the product. So the first product I'm definitely not going to buy is any of the Natasha Denona palettes. I don't care how beautiful and how good the shadows may be. I haven't swatched them, I've just seen pictures of them, and yes, they do look like really pretty palettes, but they're like $126 and to get them to the UK is just ridiculous. I know Beauty Bay was selling them, but I've looked on their website today to look for UK prices and I noticed that they were selling them off for £36 and now they're out of stock completely. So whether or not Beauty Bay has sort of sold them to get rid of them because they know people are just not paying the actual prices or whatever, but yeah, I'm definitely not buying any of them. They're really pretty palettes, but I just can't justify it, and I'll show you a picture now. There's obviously different versions of the palette, but I cannot justify spending over £100 on a palette that has the same sorts of shades that my Morphe 350 has. So yeah, sticking on eyeshadow palettes, the next palette I'm not going to buy is kind of a controversial one. It's the Naked Heat palette. I really do like the look of the palette, but in the same sense as other palettes, I like it, but I have the colours already. I have the Morphe 350, I have a lot of warm eyeshadow palettes and I don't feel the need to have another one. I have friends that rave about it. I like the palette, I just don't feel the need to have another warm eyeshadow palette. There's exceptions for certain ones, but that one I feel like isn't anything special, and for someone that has heard mixed reviews on it, I don't feel like spending £40 or $39 or whatever it is on a palette that kind of has shades that I already own. And again, another eyeshadow palette that I'm not going to buy is the Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette. Again, kind of, for me, it doesn't seem attractive because I'm not really into the colours that it has, and I've heard mixed reviews about the foiled shades saying they're quite hard to work with and the payoff isn't what you'd expect from the actual pan. And for about £60 and delivery or whatever, £60 is enough for me to just say no thanks, I'll pass on that, because for an eyeshadow palette I could get like 2, 4, 6. I could get 3 Morphe palettes for the price of one Huda Beauty palette, and to me it makes so much more sense to buy something from Morphe. So the next thing I am not going to be buying is from Fenty Beauty. I'm not going to be getting the Trophy Wife highlighter. For me, it's just not a colour that I like. I've swatched it in store and it's just too glittery for me, and I'm not really a fan of a glittery highlight, though like most glittery they get for me is my Anastasia Beverly Hills X Nicole Guerrero one, because that's quite glittery, but that's like not to the extent that the Fenty one is. And the colour of it, I don't think it will suit my skin tone that well, and it won't be something that I'll wear enough to pay more than what I would pay for a drugstore one. So yeah, I won't be getting that. Although from Fenty Beauty, if you've seen in my previous video, I tested out the foundation and that I think is incredible. The shade range, the coverage, is perfect for an everyday wear foundation. It does exactly what it says on the bottle, and for my skin type, it's fab. Okay, so this is probably one that you kind of knew would come. The KKW Beauty, I do not get the hype. Everyone that I've seen liking it has been in her videos with her, and I have nothing against the Kardashians. I don't love them and I don't hate them. I'll watch them because it's entertaining, but my perspective is they don't do their own makeup very often, so why would I buy a product designed by someone who doesn't do their own makeup? In my opinion, I feel like they're just jumping on the bandwagon of makeup. I mean, Kylie's is a lot more varied. She has a lot more products, and I see Kylie doing her own makeup more than I see Kim. But again, I probably wouldn't buy Kylie's makeup because again, they do a lot of makeup looks done by other people, and they have Mario and Ariel doing their makeup and it's not them, so I can't take their personal perspective liking what someone else has done, and I don't want to spend my money on something that someone that isn't that in the know of makeup making something. Not gonna waste my money on that. Okay, so the last thing I'm gonna anti-haul is any of the Toothpaste palettes. I mean, I know so many people that absolutely love them, but for me, like, none of them scream by me. Like, there's so many palettes I see, like the Modern Renaissance palette. Like, I saw that and I was just like, I want that palette so bad. And the Morphe 350, like, love those palettes, and instantly as I see them it just clicks and I'm like, I need that palette, I'm gonna buy that palette. I don't know how much it is, I'm gonna buy it. But with the Sweet Peach, the chocolate bar, the white chocolate bar, the bonbon, none of them look nice to me. I mean, they might smell nice, they might be cute packaging, but like, for me that's not enough. Like, if the eyeshadows aren't appealing and they're not something I'm going to use, I'm not going to spend £40+ on them because they're just going to sit in a drawer and collect dust, and that's not what my money is made for. My personal opinion is I love like Toothpaste. Like, by the way, I just want to say as well, like, this is no tea to those brands. Like, I'm really intrigued by Toothpaste's like foundation, concealer, the Born This Way one, and like other things like the Huda Beauty lashes look incredible. But there's obviously things from Urban Decay that I like, but it's just these specific things I'm just not gonna buy. Okay, so as I've rambled on about things that I'm not gonna buy, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about things that I am definitely going to buy when I get the chance to. So first one I've already spoke about is the Modern Renaissance palette. I know it's been out for ages, but I'm not someone that just splurges on makeup. I kind of have to like let the hype die, and then if it's still a very highly used product on like the makeup gurus that I watch and people on Instagram, I will buy it because I'll trust like the majority's opinion, and the colours in that palette are incredible. I really like the look of it. It's something that I can see myself using like every day and travel with it. The second thing that I am definitely going to buy when it comes out is the Morphe 350 So I thought it was the exact same shades, just remade, and I still would have bought it then because mine is almost out. Like, I still have most of the colours, but I've hit pan on like a lot of them, and I use that palette so much that I couldn't be without it. So when I heard that they were remaking it, I kind of just assumed that it would be the same, just better formula. But having looked at it, there's a lot of new shades in it, and they kind of got rid of all the ones that no one really uses and added like really nice, obviously warm tones and oranges like the rest of the palette. But I really like the look of that palette, and once that comes to the UK, that will be straight in my basket. So the next thing that I'm actually going to buy is the Fenty Beauty Foundation. I got a sample of it, which I used in my video, and I used that over 2 days. So I filmed, the first day I used it was the day I filmed, and then I used it the day after, and I fell even more in love with it, and it's like under £30. As someone that uses NARS All Day Luminous, which is about £36 or 34, I'm not sure how much it is. Like, I really like the formula and the characteristics of the Fenty one, so I think I will get myself one of those because I really enjoyed using it, and as an everyday foundation it is perfect. And then the last thing that I'm definitely going to buy is the Makeup Forever HD foundation stick. When I got the Fenty foundation sample, I went on a foundation like rampage. I went through all the like high-end brand stores, and I was just like looking, and because I have my like drugstore brand foundations like nailed. I love True Match, I love Fit Me, but I want like a high-end one for when it's like special occasions and like when you just want to feel that little bit more extra. So I got the Fenty one, which I absolutely love, and I also tried out the Makeup Forever HD stick. They don't do samples, so what happened was I got like tested and matched in the shop, and she did the liquid and then the stick on one side of my face, and I just fell in love with the stick. The coverage, just the formula, like, was just beautiful, and I am so excited to have that. So yeah, that is definitely something that I'm gonna get. So that is the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Please let me know if you did by giving the video a big thumbs up, and subscribe down below or at the end of the video on the card if you would like, and I will see you next time.
Your last one, that's for real. I guess you learn and you live. Damn, just